Hi everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Oh, just got back from a walk with Hudson. It's a little chilly, a little sprinkly, but we're grateful for the rain here. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It's a Trash to Treasures Day. I had a few things given to me by some different people and they've been on my desk saying, how about me? How about me? So I came in the studio at dark o'clock this morning and started moving my hands around and really had a lot of fun. So created a couple of things with puzzle pieces and something from an abandoned little notebook cover. So had some fun. So I want to shout out a big thank you to the new members to Patreon. Thank you so much for signing up. I hope you enjoy the extra goodies that are available there. Video exclusive, step-by-step instructions, focal points once a month, a list of the monthly videos, a list of the monthly supplies that I've used, blah, 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 blah. Pretty exciting for 10 bucks a month. Anyway, Patreon is growing. Thank you for that support. Thank you for your support and your contributions to the village via PayPal. Thank you for doing your shopping through my Amazon links. All of these things give me credit. If you thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me a comment on YouTube. That helps shoot me to the top of the list for viewers to find us a little bit easier. So thank you for those comments. Always welcome. And I want to announce that we are now doing podcasts. So you can go on your podcast app and plug in Lori Marie, and the main artery will come up. We have 2 podcasts on now. I'll be doing 1 a week. So that's very thrilling. And if you have some ideas that you would like for me to talk about on the podcast, I'd be more than glad to do that. So, all right, lots of newsy news this morning. Have a wonderful day and see you on the table. So this is one of the projects that we're going to play with today, making puzzles out of some fun images. Very fun. And all I had were some puzzle pieces, like this. A couple of, 3 images from Nick Bantock, giving him total credit for these beautiful images. And some Mod Podge and an X-Acto and a cutting mat. And then I have this cute little boot polish can that one of these goes into. This one goes in here. Well, good morning. Yes, it's dark o'clock here in Vallejo, California. Coffee in hand. Baby Blue waiting to play. This is an image from Nick Bantock, and he's pretty clear about not using and selling his images. So what I'm going to do this morning is play with his image, and it will have to be a gift. It will not, this isn't something that you can sell, which is fine with me because his work is amazing. If you're not familiar with him, he has several books out, Sabine and Griffin and Sabine. He's got, I think there might be 3 books in that series, which are amazing. I have 2 pieces of puzzle. Rosemary sent these to me, and so that's the inspiration for this little playtime that I have this morning. She sent me a few little puzzle pieces, but we're going to start off with this one. And we will see how that goes. So this is the image that we're going to play with. I want as much of her as possible, so we will put her there. Can we pick her up? Yes. So we will let her dry and we will revisit her when she's dry. So after sitting with her for a moment and playing with her, I've decided to put her on this way. Which means a little bit of that is going to show. Are we okay with that? No, we're not. Let's get a little piece of underpants to put there. So I'm going to put some underpants right there to cover that edge, which means we need a little bit more Mod Podge there. There, I think we'll be able to capture more of her if she's in that direction. There we go. All right, more content now. Let's let her dry now. So I have another of Nick's images. 2 more puzzle pieces. The images came from his book, The Artful Dodger, and Dana sent me those, which I adore. And yes, this is another puzzle pieces from Rosemary. So we're just going to play. And let those dry. We are, oh, wait a minute. This is way more interesting. Let's use this. Change in plans. Nothing wrong with the change in plans. Love that. Thank you, Nick, for letting us borrow some of your artwork. His work is amazing. All right, we'll set that piece aside to dry. And one more puzzle. It's going to be interesting to see if I can cut these apart, huh? We shall see. Life is an experiment. Be fun to do a whole puzzle like this. All right, we got 3 puzzles drying. I'm going to put my rice bag on all of them. Keep them all weighted down. And I'll drink some of my coffee while I wait. So I'm going to go around the puzzle pieces with my X-Acto the best I can and cut that puzzle piece back out. Well, this is going swimmingly. So I cut them out and then I just went around the edges and took off excess paper on those. Look at this one. This one's so fun. So fun. Look at that. Yep, that is fun. All right, I have one more to cut out. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just getting rid of the extra paper like this. Cheers. Go in with my X-Acto around the edges. And then I go between the puzzle pieces the best I can with my X-Acto. Then you can kind of see where it needs cleaning up on the other side. And then just go in here and clean that up a little bit around the corners. I don't care if it's frayed, because I am not afraid. And just do that, keep doing that to all the puzzle pieces. So your turn to play with the puzzles. Go create, go play, go have fun. And this is the second project that we created with our Trash to Treasures today. It started off as something that someone gave me. I can't remember who gave me this. Maybe Lori? I can't remember. Maybe Dana. She gives us a lot of stuff to play with. So anyway, create a little notebook here. Very fun. Image, trashy notebook thing that was empty. Some watercolor paper, Mod Podge, twine, and beads. Ta-da! So while I'm playing this morning with these puzzle pieces, I have this fun little, it had a notepad in it at one time, I'm sure. It has a nice magnet on it. So I want to put an image on that. I'm going to grab my ruler and use the side of this as my guide. If I can make it straight, that would be a miracle. Straight enough. Let's just start by gluing her down. We'll decide what to do with the bottom of this when we're done. This is kind of slick, so I'm just going to rough it up a little bit with some sandpaper. The puzzle pieces showed me that it would have been a good idea to rough those up because they were slick and the images were a little bit more difficult to get them to stick. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to take it to that line right there. Cut around the edge of that. That is okay with me. Yes, it is. So let's just let that dry. Here, we'll take this down as well. Beautiful. Work that down. We have a bit of a boo-boo here. So let's go ahead and cover that up. This is a great test in using what you have, isn't it? All right, better let it dry. So I have some watercolor paper that someone gave me. I'm going to go ahead and tear it a little bit less than 3 inches. Ooh, that's a good sturdy paper. Wowza. All right, we'll see. We'll see if we can tear it. I don't know. Oh, yes, we can. And we'll just tear the other ones in half that we have so that we have more pages. Wow. All right, I have the 3 pieces of paper, which gives us 6 pages. We want it to be the right size for our book, so about right there. About. You know me. About. Okay, we are going to do the 3-hole binding. Now my Big Bite, my Crocodile Big Bite is packed. So I'm using this one, which also is a hole punch and an installer. It only goes so far into the book though. One. 2, and I need a 3rd hole. We will make a little hole just with our X-Acto. So if you have the Crocodile there, go ahead and make your 3 holes with your Crocodile. I am improvising. Okay, let me grab some eyelets. I'm going to install those eyelets with my Crocodile, my small Crocodile. Oh, I can't in that center one. Oh! What do we do about that? I have to go in my New Zealand package and get my Crocodile, my big one. That's pretty funny, huh? Alrighty. Okay, good. We are good to go there. Let me go put this back in the New Zealand suitcase. I'm going to pop holes in my pages. Go in as far as I can. Make sure I'm on the crease. 1. Oh, I'm going to grab a clip. So I clipped it together so that it stays together for me. Always a good idea. All right, I have 3 holes punched, 1, 2, and 3, just like my little booklet. I use the small Crocodile here and my Big Bite here because there's not enough reach. The small one doesn't reach far enough. So I've dragged that Crocodile out of my New Zealand stuff. All right, this is all the hemp that I have left in this color, so we're going to go ahead and use it up. Go in through the center hole, back out through one of the holes, doesn't matter which one, back out through back in through that hole. We've done this before. Back out through that center hole. And we pull everything very tight. Making sure to have 1 string on one side of this and 1 string on the other side of that. Make sure we're nice and tight. tie a knot. And that's what holds the binding tight, is the fact that there's one string on one side and one string on the other, and that center binding in the center, and then that's nice and tight. And let's see if we can find some beads to put on there. So I have a fun bead there. Just going to tie a knot to hold that in place. Doesn't matter if it stays real tight or not. And that I am fine with. And we'll put a couple of those on. Have fun with that. Put some beads on. Embellish. So I put some beads on there. That's very fun. Let's see what happens now if our little magnet is strong enough. Look at that fun little notepad. Oh my goodness. Yep, that'll be a fun gift for someone. Love that. You could put some stamps on here. You can put some underpants on here. Any way that you'd like to embellish that before you give that away. That is really fun. All right, your turn. Go find some trash and turn it into a treasure. Go create, go play, go have fun.